What would constitute success for Caleb Williams and the Bears?
You know what? I don't even necessarily know if it's about the amount of games they win. It's about the way Caleb Williams looked. Now you have Ben Johnson as your offense coordinator and head coach. How do you find a way to look like you have mastered the offense, that you are playing on time, that you're making good decisions? And then on top of making those good decisions, we see those Caleb Williams plays that made you a Heisman Trophy winner as a sophomore at USC. This team is in an incredibly tough division, right? When you think about the Detroit Lions, you think about the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. So overall team success may be difficult to come by, but you need to see Caleb Williams on the field and look over at Jordan Love, look over at Jared Goff, and say that the Chicago Bears have a quarterback that's just as good as those guys.
If you were here, I would kiss you. I am so happy to hear someone finally say that. Dominique, success for the Bears this year will not be measured in wins and losses. Obviously, everyone who roots for them will want them to win. The Bears need to develop a quarterback so that for the next 15 years they will be competitive. They need to be what Buffalo is and what Baltimore is and what all these other teams that have the guy. And they've never been, in 100 years, they've never been. Success this year will be defined by whether or not you finish the season saying, we've got the guy, finally.
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure. Is the kiss a reward or is it a punishment? So it means you agree with what he's saying. How do I not get kissed? Is what I want to know. What do I say to ensure that next time I see Mike Greenberg, he keep his grubby lips to himself? But
as soon as I said that, I regretted it. By the way, just let the record show, Dan. Literally, the minute that came out of my mouth, I thought, no, that wasn't the right way to go with that.
It was a little much.
There had to be some other reward I was offering. If you were here, I would give you $20.
A high five would do.
Yeah.
Dap me up, give me a hug. That'll do. We can not kiss. But the thing that I think is a little inconsistent with what you're saying, Greeny, is that roster is so good that if Caleb demonstrates that he is a long-term solution at quarterback, that team's going to make the playoffs. It's going to be really good. That defense is so talented. And the additions that they made to the offensive line, if Ben Johnson is able to recreate a running game like he had in Detroit, this team is going to be really good if their quarterback is at least above average. If he's as good as what we projected for Caleb Williams, then we're having realistic conversations about a championship in Chicago.
What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, Dominique raises a good point because I'm kind of like RC, thinking that if you're the Bears and you come out of this year feeling as good about Caleb Williams as, say, the Patriots felt about Drake May at the end of last year, right? Like that level of encouragement. This is the guy. Then that's fantastic. But to Neek's point, the Bears have a lot more than last year's Patriots did. So I do think that's interesting to see where he could take it. Look, it's a first-time head coach. It's a quarterback that hasn't proven anything at the pro level yet. I think fundamentally, if the Bears get to the end of this season and they believe they have their franchise quarterback and they're ready to build on that, everybody there will be thrilled.
Let me get one more.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. I also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.